Friends and family are remembering a woman who investigators say was shot and killed by her husband. Two of her children were also injured in that shooting.
A very good mother to the best of her ability. She loved her kids. Everything she did was for her kids.
Just learned that this involves a husband and wife. Take a look behind me. You can see investigators still on scene here. A portion of that roadway still blocked off this morning. Now, authorities say the wife was the victim, shot and killed, and her husband taken into custody, and really a tragedy at that. As
all the kids and everybody came running out of the house screaming. And when I got off the call, I heard multiple more shots.
In 2021, the tranquility of the town of Katy, Texas was shattered when a mother of 6, Valarie Junius, was shot on a fateful summer evening, sending shockwaves through the close-knit community and igniting a chain of events that would leave an undeniable mark on the lives of those who bore witness to the tragedy. But as the case unfolded and investigators painstakingly pieced together the shattered fragments of this tragic puzzle, a chilling revelation began to emerge. The perpetrator was someone she should have been able to trust without question. If you enjoy exploring the darkest corners of the human psyche, subscribe to the channel for more true crime content. Please be advised that the following video contains graphic depictions of violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Valarie Junius was born and raised in Chicago, a city known for its rich cultural diversity and vibrant neighborhoods. Growing up in the heart of the Midwest, she likely encountered the unique blend of urban living and close-knit community ties that Chicago is known for. As she transitioned into adulthood, Valarie ventured beyond the confines of her Chicago upbringing. She eventually settled in Katy, Texas, a suburban enclave known for its tranquility and strong sense of community. Here, she began to build a life with her family, dedicating herself to raising her 6 children, ranging in age from 20 years to just 4 years old, and creating a nurturing home environment. In Katy, she sought to provide her children with a stable and loving upbringing, a testament to her unwavering commitment to motherhood. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic suburban life, Valarie was harboring a dark secret, an abusive and toxic relationship with her husband, Lawrence Reed. It was a secret that would ultimately lead to her brutal and untimely death. The events that unfolded on July 29, 2021, started life any other day in the Junius household. Valarie had reportedly been contemplating leaving her husband, and the tension between the couple reached a breaking point. That evening, she found herself in a heated argument with Lawrence Reed. The argument escalated to a terrifying level, leading to Reed pulling out a gun. Valarie's desperate call to her mother, Gloria, became a lifeline. As the argument escalated and Reed allegedly threatened to kill Valarie and her children, Gloria had to bear the unimaginable horror of listening to her daughter's life being cut short. Valarie was shot multiple times, including in the stomach and arm, but her determination to survive drove her to escape the house, seeking refuge from the impending danger. Lawrence Reed, however, did not relent. In a shocking act of brutality, he pursued Valarie and fatally shot her in the head as she collapsed in the neighbor's driveway. The children were not spared from the horrors of that night, as Reed opened fire on Valarie's 16-year-old son and 20-year-old daughter, injuring one of them. Witnesses from the neighborhood shared their accounts of that dreadful night. Candace Jackson, a neighbor, described the frantic scene as the children ran outside in terror, shouting that their mother had been shot. The echoes of multiple gunshots filled the air, intensifying the sense of panic and urgency. Valarie's other children, aged 8 and 12, witnessed the entire ordeal, leaving them traumatized by the unspeakable violence that had occurred within their home. The incident prompted a swift response from local law enforcement. The Harris County Sheriff's Department received a report of an active shooting at approximately 8:50 p.m. on that tragic evening. When officers arrived at the scene, they discovered Valarie Junius's lifeless body outside the house. Meanwhile, Lawrence Reed had barricaded himself inside their home, threatening to end his own life. This resulted in a tense SWAT standoff that unfolded over the course of several minutes. Despite the daunting circumstances, the police were able to negotiate with Reed. Chief Deputy Edison Tokicha praised the work of the hostage negotiators, who successfully talked Reed out of the house. Following his surrender, Lawrence Reed was arrested and charged with murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and was held at Harris County Jail in lieu of a $1.7 million bail bond. The case garnered attention not only due to the horrific nature of the incident, but also because of the profound impact it had on the family and the shockwaves that spread through the community, leaving those that knew the couple confused as to how this could have happened. The truth was that behind closed doors, Valarie Junius's life was marked by a tumultuous and troubling history of violence within her marriage. Friends and family recounted the various instances of violence and turmoil that had plagued her marriage with Lawrence Reed. The exact details of these incidents may never be fully known, but the signs of an abusive relationship had cast a long shadow over Valarie's life. Loved ones would later reveal that there were periods when she was happy with her husband, but equally long stretches of unhappiness and strife. The toll that this toxic relationship had taken on Valarie became increasingly apparent. The pain, both physical and emotional, had likely left her feeling trapped and isolated, facing the daunting challenge of protecting her children while trying to escape the clutches of an abusive partner. As the situation escalated, Valarie made the courageous decision to take action and break free from the cycle of violence. She had reportedly been planning to leave her husband, an incredibly difficult step to take when faced with the complexities of an abusive relationship. Her journey to freedom took her back to her roots in Chicago, where she embarked on a month-long trip. This trip was not only a means of escape, but also a symbol of her determination to break away from the anguish that had defeated her married life. The time spent in Chicago was an opportunity for Valarie to reconnect with her own identity, seek solace, and regain a sense of control over her life. It was a chance for her to breathe and consider a future without the shadow of abuse looming over her. Her journey back to the city where she had spent her earlier years was both a return to her roots and a step towards a future untainted by violence. The bitter irony of this story is that after Valarie's month-long journey, she would return home only to be murdered days later. Valarie Junius's death left a profound impact on her family, especially her 6 children who must now navigate life without their mother. Her family has emphasized that Valarie was a loving and dedicated mother who worked tirelessly for the well-being of her children. Her oldest child, a 20-year-old daughter, and her 16-year-old son were injured but survived the traumatic incident. They are now left to grapple with the physical and emotional scars from that horrifying night. Valarie's children range from young adults to a 4-year-old, with 1 grandchild also in her care. In the wake of this devastating loss, the responsibility of raising and caring for the children falls upon their grandmother. The family is left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives, grappling with the grief of losing a beloved daughter, mother, and sister. Unfortunately, the tragedy did not end with Valarie's death. In a shocking and morally reprehensible turn of events, Lawrence Reed's family members allegedly seized the opportunity to exploit the situation. The day after Valarie's murder, they reportedly invaded her home, stealing her valuable possessions, money from her purse, and her car. This cruel act compounds the suffering of the grieving family, who must now contend with the emotional and material losses caused by the incident. The devastating case of Valarie Junius serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need to address domestic violence and support survivors. The tragedy unfolded within the confines of a seemingly peaceful suburban neighborhood, highlighting the pervasive nature of this issue. While the legal process takes its course, Valarie's family and community are left to grapple with the profound loss of a beloved mother and daughter. Don't forget that your support through likes, comments, and subscribing helps us raise awareness about cases like Valarie's. Remember to stay updated by turning on the notification bell so you never miss a single video.